Okay, so we logged up last night at the airfield and it still seems to be pitch black. It's odd. So I'm going to go and try and find some night vision goggles. I just need to check if there's anyone around, because I don't want to die. Make sure I've got a silenced weapon out as well. I did find the camo clothing last night, the military costume, and it seems like the resolution is terribly, terribly low on it. So I think I'll keep on searching for the camo, for the ghillie suit rather. And the only real reason that I'm in the airbase, going towards the barracks, is so that I can find night vision. And then I can run away and hunt helicopters. I'm going to try and be careful here, because I don't particularly want to die. I think I died to a hacker last night. It's quite frustrating. I was lighting a fire in the woods in the middle of nowhere to cook some food, get my blood back up, when I heard a rustling noise behind me, so I kind of looked around, investigated a bit, didn't see anything, cooked the meat, put the fire out and walked away, and as I walked away a satchel charge exploded behind me. Fortunately I'd moved away by that point, hit the deck, but I instantly died to one shot to the head. So whether he was extremely well camouflaged to the using the ghillie suit and then an extremely good aim, or it could potentially have been a hacker, because I know on the same server a friend said that he saw somebody in the middle of Electro blowing up buildings with satchel charges, and they're an extremely, extremely rare spawn, so I could just have been a bit unlucky there, which is quite frustrating because it had been a character I'd been on for a while. But it happens. I got to go back to the beach and run around like a madman in the city, which was always a laugh. Something I don't do once I've got a character that's getting kitted out, because it's a surefire way to die. And that's, again, another thing that you get used to. Don't get attached to your stuff. Because as soon as you find a few choppers, you will get geared up again pretty quickly. So I'm being pretty cautious, especially at the moment with the insane aggro range that the zombies seem to have. I know the hearing's always been pretty good, but the visual range that they have at the moment, I mean, it's not so bad in now we're at night, can move a bit more freely on the soft ground, but during the day, the zombie over there, if he was looking my way during the day, there'd be a good chance that as I got this close, he would just come sprinting at me. And so, especially up here, where there's so many of them, just erring on the side of caution can benefit you. And I'm going to jump back down on the ground now. As still, with it being dark, it's early-ish in the morning, it's 10 AM here. It should be a GMT +1 server, but it doesn't appear to be the case. So I'm not sure why it's so dark, but I'm still going to go cautiously because there can be players sat waiting to snipe. And again, all I'm looking for in these barracks runs are night vision. I know it's a very low spawn chance, I've got more chance of finding it on the helicopter, but again, finding a helicopter is reasonably rare. let's have a sneaky peek. Let's put down a cam rate so I can see a bit better. Nothing of use there. Again, you can get very unlucky when running around, and you can also get lucky. You never know. What is this? Well, with a cobra and lots of mags. Again, I don't particularly want to give up my silence weapon around here, and in my bag I have an M14 with about 5 DMR mags, which is handy because I do eventually want to replace that with a DMR, which I got the mags for. It's a good high-powered rifle, pretty accurate with the spread dot. Take a drink. Again, I'm probably carrying around too much useless stuff that I don't really need, but I can dump the crap when I don't need it if I find something to replace it with. MP5 silence mag would be nice if there was an MP5 to go with it. And what is that? Sandbags. I'm not going in for the whole blocking off areas thing that people seem to like doing. It's just, it gets frustrating, especially with the artifacting on barbed wire at the moment. It just gets in the way. So that concludes our quick tour of the barracks. And this is mainly just a Fraps test to see what the microphone is like. I do need a new headset as my last one just broke. I'm using webcam, so the audio volume may suck. The visual quality is on 30 frames. I might try and up that to 60 frames. The game settings are on as high as you can get them pretty much, and I do seem to get a steady frame rate, so I might try that. But for now, I'll see you next time.